It's good, chat. It's your boy TIP12. You know what I'm saying? And I'm here to introduce y'all to my very first episode of my weekend. So, come with me on this very fun weekend that I had. Now, I probably did record about only two events that I did this weekend. I think I had like 4 events all together this weekend. But these 2 I did the full setup, the whole shebang. So I just really wanted to, show y'all my process and show y'all, my little milestones. What I did, how I did it, and then let's get straight to it.
So yeah, man, this is me under the undergrounds and the stomping grounds of the illustrious M&T Bank Stadium. Not gonna lie, this moment was pretty exciting. Got there, I'm on low and just getting my mind right, and I'm just ready to kill it. You know what I'm saying? Right, doing something like this is a milestone for me. I played at the Mervo Stadium back when I was a kid for the state championship. I mean, we lost, that was years ago, so I kind of been in there before, but to actually come here and be a part of something, that means a lot. I met my guy Sam that's helping me, pretty cool guy. I was gonna take my wagon and all my other stuff, but I'm like, man, he got this big cart, we might as well just put everything on this one cart and just keep it going, The less you bring, the better. You know what I'm saying? So, I'd rather use their stuff than mine. Feel me? And we out of here. Let's get to it. I think this right here is, I like to call the Walk of Fame. I think that's where all of the athletes, when they come in and get the pictures done and all that right there. Yeah, I think that's it. But just walking through here, crazy feeling. Crazy feeling. I mean, of course, it's obvious that, we in the stadium, so everything is big, but this freight elevator is huge. Yeah, man, once again, shout out to my guy, Sam, man. He was a big help.
Hey, man, it's your boy Sam with Stadium Ops from the Baltimore Ravens, man. Holla at your boy.
Yes, God. Holla at your boy Sam, man.
Yeah, bro.
Yes, God. So it's taking us to the level.
Try to, I did the recording on my Meta starting out. Only because I really didn't have no time to get my camera out because I was trying to hurry up, get in there and start setting up and stuff like that. By the time I got in there, it was probably about 7:30, maybe 7:30. It probably took maybe 15 minutes to set up, 15 or 20. But by the time I was done, it was about 7:46. We was good on time. But right now, as you can see, I'm getting together all of my XLRs, my PowerCons, and all that stuff. Now I'm taking out the camera. You know what I'm saying? I like bringing out the big boy. I like to call it the big body Tonka, which is basically just 2 tops and 2 bottoms. Anytime I bring out those, it's time to have a good time. Trying to still get my Meta glasses ready at the same time, but yeah, we live in action. We got everything set up. All our tops, all our bottoms. We got our cords plugged up, our power plugged up, and everything. Now it's time for the grand finale. Put the lad top together, plug the board in, you know what I'm saying, plug the mic in, all that good stuff. That's the fun part. Once you finish setting up everything and everything just look all nice and neat, and then you just top it off with just setting up what really matters. I ain't gonna lie, I get a little kick from this, man. I wouldn't mind doing this the rest of my life. Hey man, listen, peep my shirt, man. Shout out to Tahaba Bros. I think they got the best ice cream in the city of Baltimore. They did a collab with my guy Craig. Shout out Infamous. They did a collab with him on something, and they came up with those shirts. I'm mad that I put a hole in that shirt, but I love that shirt. It's one of my favorite shirts. You know what I'm saying? I get the job done. Today was also the death anniversary of, my grandmother. So, we all try to wear a pink. So of course, show tribute to my grandmother. So as you can see, I had my pink hoodie on, then I had my Tahaka Bro shirt on. And you can't really tell, but I had the freaky Asics on. Those Asics Those aces slip. They got a little bit of paint on them, so, you know, I had to put it on just a little bit. But here we are. We about set it up. We about booted up. It's almost about time to go. Hey, shout out Miss Lee. I'm sure she probably didn't know I was recording, but it's all good. Here we go. We got the sound going. Good money on sound. Everything sounded pretty good. You know, throughout this gig, I want to say before I started, you know, I was teaching myself some things about my speakers that I didn't know. I didn't even know I could change settings on the back of the speakers, you know, so we can sound good with the quality and match with the subs. And we out. Check me out. That's me, the one and only TIP12 at the one and only M&T Bank Stadium. And we about to get this program started. Before we get it started though, I want to show y'all how this venue looks. This is a really nice little club venue. Not even gonna lie, they got the whole shebang going on. But you know me, you know I had to go outside and check the stadium out. And I ain't gonna lie, I walked over there not knowing if the door was locked or unlocked, but it was unlocked. So, you know, we had to go out there and see what the vibe was. This feeling right here was really monumental, not even gonna lie. You know, this right here was when I realized, okay, I'm doing it. I'm DJing one of the biggest high schools in the city prom. Not just the prom, but the senior prom. You know what I'm saying? And not only is it Mervo senior prom, but you know, it's everything that's just making sense. But the kids are finally here. I'm about to turn them up, get them started. You know what I'm saying? This is probably about maybe like an hour or two into the party. I had him going a little crazy. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But check your boy out. Yeah, he was definitely in that mode. Some of the kids was being stiff, like the ones sitting in the back and all that, but it turned out having a good time. And that's time to break everything down and get out of here. I feel like this is like, not the front part, but this is really the front part. You know what I'm saying? It's when you finally get to break everything down and it's time to go. Also, man, if y'all got any tips or any advice on, you know, my setup or what I should use, what I shouldn't use, what I should do, what I shouldn't do, let me know in the comments. Oh yeah, the beat shit in the background, y'all know I did come. I'm still teaching myself how to properly overly wrap cables. You know, some people, they just wrap the cables with their hand and go like that. Then you can mess your cable up like that. But you know, there's a specific way that you gotta wrap cables. But if you ask me, I've been doing a pretty decent job at it. There we go, we're breaking it down one by one. Once again, I can really say that I enjoyed this whole process. You know, driving there, to set now, to performing, to breaking down. Every single moment, every single minute, every single second down. If you ask me, I think I left it on the table for the kids. And we out, man. And yeah, so now we back at my god sister's grad party. I ain't gonna lie, this party was real time. We had it real lit. I ain't gonna get into detail how things went after the party, but I for sure was turned. My camera died, so I couldn't really record the whole setup, but same thing as last event, same setup and everything. What I will say is, this room was pretty smaller, well, a lot smaller. So the sound in there was crazy, super loud. I had people in the back was like, "Hey, we old. Can you turn that down a little bit?" And I was like, "Oh, I know, it's nothing like that." Man, shout out EV, man. Shout out EV. And it's about a couple hours into the party. Everybody ate, everybody drunk, then played all the line dances, and it's time to turn up now. But check out the photographer. Didn't know the photography was pretty good. Slide, twist, I ain't gonna lie, he was rocking. So my god sister went to the good old Bowie State. All of her friends are in Francis sororities, But all in all, it turned out for being a good fun. Appreciate y'all for watching, man. TIP12 out.